Today on the show, I give a lowdown on a beastly metal music album freshly reviewed. Will they make it into my collection? You'll find out here on the show that answers the main metalhead question: where can I get more metal music? Terry here again with Cast Metal and another full metal review segment. If you like the stuff that is here in this next list, FMR is for you. I review and break down the newest extreme releases of the week from my charts and get them to you every day. So, a recap, episode 29, I reviewed Blood Red Throne's new album, Nonagon, and I instantly added it to my library. Okay, check out the last episode for the full breakdown if you're new here, episode 29. And today, our headline album up for review is Exocrine's new album, Legend. Or is it Exocrine? It could be Exocrine. Okay, I stand possibly corrected. Stick around to the end because I'll give you an extreme metal recommendation of my own, from my own collection too, just to say thanks. So let's get started with the full metal review show, everybody. All right, before I listened to the album, I opened the page and I saw that there were 10 strong-sounding tracks totaling 39 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see here, is an absolute masterpiece of color combinations depicting a giant beast with floating castles and so on and so forth. And it's got the custom Exocrine logo and standard fonts. This is the type of artwork that sells albums, okay? It's just fabulous stuff. I love this. Beautiful work to and kudos to the artist. Okay, so categorized as death and black metal in Apple Music, my first impression has me visualizing something rather beastly. Right now, before I dive in, I predict the actual genre to be somewhere in the death metal or the deathcore range because I never really do believe Apple. I'll reveal their bio after I've listened to the album at the end of the show to compare and see if I was on point. So, track 1, it opens ominously with beautiful strings and thunderous percussions into a chilling heavy rhythm. It's only 1 minute and 26 seconds long, so it is an intro piece. Track number 2 explodes into a rangy tech death metal lightning speed track and it's insane with a surprise that I will not give away, okay? Then track 3 smashes open with an incredible range of harmonies, tempo shifts, and powerful rhythms. Track 4 is a combination of rhythms, power, and uniquely harmonious sound elements, unlike anything I've ever honestly heard. It's a masterpiece of tech death metal for sure. And while track 5 just bleeds with scorching everything, and it is beautiful. Track 6 rolls into the most unthinkable harmonies with spectacular range and tempo changes. It is brutal all the way through. Next, track 7 is tight, accurate, and beastly heavy, while track 8 is insanely rhythmic, powerful, and thunderously deep. Track 9, we move forward with track 9. It's a spectacular display of crushing speed, rangy rhythms, and explosive everything all the way through. Finally, track 10 is a yet another stunningly beautiful song, but it's a worthy grand finale, and it's a blistering piece. In summary, it's massive, chilling tech, death metal assault that I deem absolutely beautiful. It's hard for me to use the word beautiful sometimes, but there it is for this album. The recording and sound quality, top-notch, while production and musicality was refined, and I mean highly refined. It is excellent. The energy and intensity was immense. It was super huge. While the rhythm and tempo, it was also rangy and immense all the way through. The lyrical theme here is mystical. You'll have to check out the album for yourself to see the title tracks, okay? Becoming a mainstream act here is absolutely not a possibility. So fear not, all of you deep dark metal warriors. This album is safe from radio play. The range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent. all the way through. The tracks are arranged with absolute care, you can tell. They remind me of Archspire. I went to ChatGPT, and they say that they are very similar to Obscura, Beyond Creation, and my first pick, Archspire. Okay. As far as individual performances, I think that the vocals are absolutely beastly, while the guitars I can only describe as immense sounding rhythm and solos. Bass section was crushingly big and astonishingly accurate. And finally, the drums and percussion performance was full, snappy, ultra fast and accurate. And there were some sound samples in there, which I am not prepared to give away because I've never heard this before. And I don't want to say that it's the same old thing, because it was not. Absolutely was not. It was just a stunning array of musicality. We'll leave it at that. The general feeling I had during this entire ride was every emotion that you can think of. We have the chills, white knuckles, goosebumps, sweat, and the electrical feeling right through the blood, which led me to give this album a combination of dark and light tonality shades all the way through, and an overall color can only be described as, I put down 4 colors here, okay? We got purple, orange, yellow, and red with intense energy, okay? Lastly, I rated the temperature as ultra hot, and a seismic reading of an all-time high of 9.1 on the Richter scale. And I actually made my wife listen to it because she has a background in music education, and I thought that she might get a kick out of it. In summary, my predictions from earlier were somewhat accurate. I'm going to reveal right now that this is tech death metal, while I said just death metal with deathcore. And it is tech death with highly experimental elements that I won't give away. Once again, there's that word again. I will not give it away. It's a must-hear for all of you metalheads out there. The official bio, it says that they are a band from France, and they are indeed tech death, which means that I am kind of sort of a winner. I feel good about that. My favorite tracks were 2, 4, 8, and 10. And finally, absolutely 100%, it speeded its way into my library. Number 1 with a bullet. It's great stuff. And that's it for another episode of Full Metal Reviews. And it's time for me to dig out a new album just for you. So I'm going to say that this band sounds a lot like Archspire, but they are different, very different. So I'm going to say, if you can dig in today on a Saturday and listen to any one of Archspire's 3 studio albums, take those and put those into your collection. Okay, a little extra thank you there for hanging out with me today. So that's it today, friends. Remember to support your favorite metal artists, stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of FMR. And finally, hit that subscribe button, because metal music needs us, okay? And I'm trying really hard to get these bands more noticed. Then set up your notifications so you can get new album recommendations first. And we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.